If your partner's bringing stuff up that happened like a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, over and over, it's because that hasn't healed yet. It's a lot like debt. Just because you say sorry over and over doesn't mean that the debt has been paid. And the reality is that you can't. You can't go back and change events that happened in the past. So 2 things need to happen. On your end, it's listening to each of those events and how those events impacted your partner without getting defensive, and then making practical steps to change patterns of behavior that you both find to be unhelpful. And then on the other end, if you're the other partner on this, it's important for you to actually offer genuine forgiveness and to don't hold them to things they did in the past, and to set appropriate boundaries if there's patterns of behavior that they're not changing.
For all the couples out there, here's why posting less on social media will make you happier about your relationship. Number 1, you'll start living in the moment. Quality time with your SO means enjoying together. It's not about an Instagram story, but rather making the most out of your time together. It'll start to prove you don't need to rely on anyone to feel validated. Number 2, you'll stop seeking validation from it. Relationships aren't perfect. You don't need to show everyone the good parts and have them praise you just because you're currently feeling unhappy in the relationship. If you feel unvalidated, talk to your partner, not your followers. Number 3, privacy. People don't need to know shit about your relationship. And whatever opinions they have doesn't matter because they're not involved. Number 4, it removes the pressure. You don't need to broadcast your boyfriend made out with some bitch. Keep it to yourself. You're never obliged to constantly update people about what happens with both of you. Once you stop letting the online world dictate your relationships, you'll be much happier.
4 questions to ask your partner to deepen your connection.
What is the first thing you notice about me?
What could I do for you that I don't do now?
What goals do you have for us in the future?
How would you describe me to others?
Avoiding the argument because it's not worth the fight is kind of like using an emotional credit card, right? So those feelings or those needs or that thing in you that's not being seen, you'll just kind of push off for another time. Or you'll dress it up in a nice way. You'll be like, I can just be content. I can just let it go. I can just relax, and you push it off. But over years, that debt starts to accumulate. It feels like loneliness, emotional distance, anger. We can feel resentful of the other person for not listening to us all those years. But the reality is there was times that we bit our tongue. There was times that we traded feeling heard for feeling safe.
Things not to do in a relationship. This one for the boys and girls. If y'all know any dudes that need to hit this, man, send it to them or tag them on game. Gentlemen, man, I know it's bros over hoes, but it's 2021. So if you got you a solid girl that's down for you, ain't gonna ride or turn on you, bro, you gotta stop putting your homies over your girl. Because at the end of the day, your girl gonna have your back. Ain't nobody gonna have your back like your girl, bro. If you need something, you down, a homie probably ain't gonna help you like your girl would, bro. She gonna come in clutch, bro. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Hey. This is the best relationship advice you will hear in your life. When you're young, don't focus and obsess over love, dating, and relationships. Focus on your dreams, passions, your purpose, figuring out who you are, and take risks. Because you don't want to waste your youth spending time on someone who can just walk away like this. So don't do that. Your dreams are everything. Follow them.
5 signs you compromise too much in a relationship. Number 1, you start to lose yourself and they make you stop doing things you love. Every person has their own healthy, safe, and progressive interests, likes, going out with your partner, and me time. But if you lose these for the sake of pleasing your partner, that's compromising too much. Number 2, you second guess your decisions. If you keep thinking about the decision you made and other choices, chances are you compromise too much and need to reevaluate if that's what you really want. Number 3, you just never get what you want. It's not that you should, but if your partner's needs are always met, and you're beginning to feel unfulfilled emotionally, psychologically, and sexually, no. You start hating them every time you compromise. You start to get angry because you slowly realize that you keep giving up things you value and they get what they want all the time. Number 5, you fear every time you try to have your needs met. You always say yes because you're scared of how they're gonna react. Love goes both ways, work on it.